Today I'm going to go over how you can take emails that are highly effective at promoting your offer and reusing them through a special rewriting process so they can be set up just for you, like personalized based on your voice, your brand voice. And so I'll go through that process, and I understand that people that are getting started, they may not understand what all this means. So I'm just going to go through this step by step. So right now I'm using Gemini. You could use Claude. You could use ChatGPT. Just about any AI system. Anything that will allow you to generate content, I should say. So here is my landing page, and this landing page is for a product called Master Affiliate Profits, and this one, it leads to something called a squeeze page, an opt-in page. And thing is here, I'm going to be using this as my page that I want to learn from. And what does that mean? So this page obviously has some type of pre-sale psychology in it. And I can't say that it's a highly converting page, but at least AI will understand it more. And so what I'm going to do is you can take your content, you could take the sales letter content of whatever offer you're promoting, and you can allow the AI to pretty much generate some great content. And so what I'm going to do is I'll use this as an example, and then I'll go ahead and what I usually do is that I feed it into something called a variable. So it's just going to be feeding it into this one thing. And so I'll just say, call this, and then I'll just call it content X. And tell me when you receive it by just saying yes and nothing else. And then I'll paste that content from this page. Okay, so that's called content X. And it received it. So it's not going to give me this long response about what it thinks it is because I told it just to say yes and nothing else. So now what I'm going to say is list 5, it could be 10, it's up to you, 5 potential brand voices or writing styles for content X. Each one being, I'll just say 100 words each. Okay, so it will go over types of writing styles or brand voices that you can utilize. And then I can say list 5 potential audiences for for content X. And I'll just do that. And so what we're doing here is that we're trying to understand who the target market is. And then what we want to do is provide them with a certain type of messaging, but using a consistent writing style. And the thing is, you want to do this because if you're just using generic AI, then it just looks, again, like generic. It looks like just about anyone pushed out the content. And so you want to show your individual traits. And so here's content X, the different types of people, audiences that you can attract. And so I would say take a look at this, and you could go ahead and pick one, or you could score it. So let me just show you this. Let's go ahead and score those based on affinity, kind of like a close match, uh, based on affinity with content X 1 to 100. I like to score 1 to 100. And you could see who's a good match. And the thing is that it's scoring based on what I provided it. it may not be the truth. Again, it's just based on the content I provided. So side hustlers, that could be a great match. And so that what that means is that the content that I provided on this page was most likely created for the side hustle crowd. Okay, so a lot of different options, and again, I just listed 5, and then I have the brand voices, writing styles, and the thing is, it's good to put in your own personal spin and your story. But for right now, I'll just make it very simple, and I'll just say, I want you to rewrite those writing styles so they are focused on the side hustle. I'll just put audience, and I want to reuse it across, and I exaggerate, I'll just say 1,000 emails, just so it has a good idea that it has to be used over and over again. And so let's see what it does. Okay. And one of the things, it talks about this growth hack. I don't like that. It's too specific. I'll say do not mention any product details. And then I can say also spin them so that they better match my previous work experience. And you could put whatever, you could put life experiences, work experience. And I'll just use this as an example as a financial consultant. You could put whatever you want. Something that matches you. Okay, and then you could find out what jives more with you, or you can use that whole scoring process. Score these based on affinity with the offer and target, and I'll just repeat it: side hustle, audience, 1 to 100. Okay, no nonsense strategist. So again, this is just for you to get a better idea what matches better, but I would say all of them could work. So let's just go ahead and just pick this no nonsense one. So I got an email asking like, can a person use my emails, or if you want to go ahead and use other people's emails. This is a strategy you can use. You could use AI to generate that content, and I'll show you that, and I'll also show you how to rewrite. So since the original question was for rewriting emails, I'll just say something like this. Write an email, I'll say rewrite the email below using this style. And this style here, you could go ahead and just copy and paste it. I use shortcuts. You could use, what I mean by shortcuts is that I use stuff on my keyboard, like let's say something like this, and automatically populates just by putting in some short code. There's a lot of tools that do that. I'm using one called Linguix Turbo, Linguix, but that is just one of the tools out of many to do shortcuts if you want to keep on using this over and over again to reuse it. Or you could just put it like in a notepad and copy and paste it. It's up to you. And I'll say rewrite this email using this writing style, and then I'll put email. And then I have this tool called html-cleaner.com, and I could just copy and paste the content. And it's one of my older emails talking about how many years ago I was in network marketing. I think I was like 18 or 19 at the time. I'm now in my 50s. And so a long time ago, and just talked about my experience back then. So let's go ahead and I'll just put email subject line, then email body, just so it knows. And then I'll submit that. And this is analysis of a high yield side hustle and a personal update. So it talks about my 10 years as a financial consultant. And of course, I could go ahead and edit that. And then that provides some information, but I don't need to put that. I think it still thinks I'm a financial consultant. And then I'll just say I am no longer a financial consultant. I could probably put that in that writing style prompt, the one that I pasted in as far as like, let's see, it's in here. This whole thing with that income diversification line, I think that was the no nonsense strategist. So I could say I'm no longer, I'll just show you how it's done. I'll go ahead and just copy this whole thing again. And then I'll put this on the top. I'm no longer a financial consultant. You could put this before or after. It should understand it. I have shifted to affiliate marketing for my online business. Okay, and I'll just enter that and see what it says. Former financial consultant. So whatever you would like to put, and you could modify that. So another way that I go about this is I get ideas from AI. So I could go ahead and use this again. Instead of rewrite the email below using my writing style, I'll put write a 7-day sequence using this writing style. Promote this company called Master Affiliate Profits. And I could go ahead and copy and paste this content. Let's do that first. Some AIs, they will allow you to put URLs. It's safe across many different systems to just paste the page content if it's small enough to handle. If you have, like, let's say 100 pages of content, sometimes it could be pretty tough. Okay, and then I could give it more information, like promote this company called Master Affiliate Profits, and let's put here is content from my affiliate bridge page. Okay, I'm using the unsigned version of it. Let's see. And there is day one. And of course, your offer, your bonuses can be different, because I have my bonus stack, and I highly recommend using some bonuses that you can promote your offer with to give to people that decide to join or purchase your offer. So that's a rough idea here, to create a 7-day sequence, and then you can keep on going back and say write 7 more, write 10 more, stuff like that. Most systems will not work well if you say go ahead and write 1,000 more emails. It requires a different type of setup. It is possible, but it requires a different setup than just this free type of AI system. So another thing that I'm going to leave you with is how you can get more ideas, especially if you are promoting to a lot of people that may not know much about affiliate marketing, beginners. And I think that this content here can be sufficient. And what do I mean by that? So what I'll do is that I'll just go ahead and create a new chat. And then what I'll do is I'll say, come up um, with 25 potential benefits that revolve across many offers like this. Um, yeah, so far a lot of these, they actually match the offer. So you could pick and choose which ones you want to use and make sure they're legit. Don't want to give any false promises and stuff like that. So here's what I would do. Um, I could even filter this more. So in a sales funnel, there's something called top of funnel, middle of the funnel, and then also bottom of the funnel. People that are closer to the bottom of the funnel are closer to making a purchase. But let's say that they are far away from that. And let's say that they are top of funnel. So I would say pick the top 5 that are closer to the top of the sales funnel. And it knows what it is. It's called tofu, and then the middle is mofu, and then bofu. Okay, it looks good. I can say use those to create, and let's just make a bunch. Let's instead of 7, let's see what happens if I do 25. Emails that are 150 to 200 words each. So let's put 250. And promotes a program called Master Affiliate Profits. My name is Charles Draven. Promote this to the side hustle crowd using this writing style. And it's more than just writing style, by the way, because I put some of my background information. Okay, so let's just go ahead and copy this old chunk of content here where I mentioned I'm no longer a financial consultant. And call me, don't want to make it corny, but don't include any titles in my signature. Sign off in a quirky way, then use my first and last name, and let's see what happens. Gave a quick summary. I'll just say provide each email 1 through 25. Let's see what happens. Again, I usually don't have it provide that many emails at once. I think it's better to provide it in small amounts, like let's say 5 to 7. And if it's a very long email, then just one at a time. Okay, let's see what happens. And this is a free version of Gemini, so it might be faster if you're using a paid one. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. It's ready. Huh, has an attachment. Let's see what's inside this attachment. Huh, this is actually pretty cool. I typically use ChatGPT, so yeah, this is actually pretty cool. And you can go ahead and copy and paste from here. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. My name is Charles Draven, and you saw my site here. Check out mapsyndicate.com if you want to learn more about building a business online. Again, that's mapsyndicate.com, and you'll be able to grab these 14 premium bonuses. You can get access to them for free. Again, no cost. And of course, when you sign up for this, you'll be able to get a lot of cool stuff, pretty much learn how to promote stuff online without any inventory. You get started today. You can start building a business today. No cost to start promoting and making some money. And that's 14 bonuses. And if you join, there is going to be ability to upgrade to get even more cool stuff. So check it out, sign up for free, follow the training, and then you can start referring people using the system that's provided, grow your business, and make some cool income online. So again, my name is Charles Draven. Check out mapsyndicate.com. Take care.